All right, this is episode 110. It's weird to say 110 of the Homestead Shop Talk podcast with Al from Lumina Acres, Ben from Holler Homestead, and myself, Jason from Sow the Land. What's up, guys?
Nice and warm one.
Yeah,
Is
trying to
it?
keep cool.
I know. This is about the time of year where like the bugs and all the weeds in the garden is starting to win the war. They're starting to win, and we are losing.
I don't mind like the mosquitoes. I can deal with those. They're really bad now,
Mm.
but it's the giant orb spiders. I walked into my barn, what
Oh
was that,
yeah.
Friday? I was going down there to play guitar. I guess I haven't been down there in a week. I walked in and right in the middle of the barn, there's
Wow.
probably like an 8 foot circle. This orb weaver, I mean, it was huge,
Those are
like
those
a
like
tarantula.
yellow. They have like bright yellow on them.
No,
Or
that's
those
a
garden.
that's a
Garden.
garden spider.
Okay.
I probably would have freaked out a little bit more if it was a garden spider. Those things are nasty looking. I
I'm
like
starting to
them,
see those. I'm
but
starting to see those ones, the garden spiders.
yeah, I'm starting to see those too. They usually don't pop up till August. Yeah, yeah. I walked in there and like, web in the face, and it's just like, and
Yeah.
then like I see the spider, and her web's all messed up. She's just kind of hanging there, like, what the heck just happened? I'm like, I just walked into a massive web. Yeah,
Wrong spot.
it's when you walk in the woods, you got to carry a stick in front of you, like a wizard staff, just
Yeah.
to catch all the webs so you don't walk your face into them.
Right. Yeah, it's that time of year. Winter's coming. Not quite yet.
I'm just looking them up, and those are pretty scary looking spiders. The orb and the garden spider. I
Yeah,
can't say I've got them here.
the
No?
uh,
Mm.
No.
the yellow garden spiders, their body will get up to like 3 inches long. Like they get huge.
Hmm.
Like it's a lot of bug.
They're
Yeah.
cool looking. Yeah.
The orb spiders get pretty big too. There's been a couple of them. I would say, I don't know, their butt's probably about as big as like a nickel, that
Good.
big around. Like that's a good sized spider too.
Yep.
Not fun when you're walking in a dark barn and you feel web in your face and then you
Yep.
realize there's a massive spider an inch away from your face. It's just kind of unnerving. I don't know about you guys, but
Oh yeah, where you're working or there's one right now where my hydrant's at when I turn on the water in the barn. Right where my hand goes, there's a garden spider right there.
you,
I'm like, dang.
I like to catch grasshoppers and stuff. I think they're called zipper spiders. That's the other name for them.
Yep.
They get the big white zipper in the middle of their web. I'll go catch like smaller grasshoppers and throw them into the zipper spider's web. And they get all stuck, and those spiders move so quick, and they're just like on them, and then they just wrap them all up and just leave them like that. Cheap thrills, man.
That's
Like
cool. That's entertainment, yeah.
And they must go back and eat them after.
I guess. I mean, they just tie them up, and then they go back to their web and just sit there.
That's weird.
So it's still hot where you're at, Al?
It's warmed up again. It
Yeah.
was chilly. It was nice like fall weather for a few days, and now we're back up in the higher 80s. So we'll be there for a few days.
Nice. It's
Are
good.
you
Yeah.
supposed to get the Arctic blast this next weekend?
No, I think this coming weekend is kind of warm. We're
So
supposed to
they were
get cold
they were
at night.
talking. Yeah, they were talking about it on the weather. And my weather app says it's supposed to be in the low 70s on like Saturday.
Ooh.
Like I don't know if I
Saturday
believe
I'm
it.
showing 75, and then Sunday I'm showing 81. So Friday 73 for us. Thursday and Friday are like cooler days for us, 73 for a high.
Mm. I
50s
mean,
at
I'm
50s at night.
I'm not gonna argue if
Mhm.
we get some weather that cool. It's gonna start. I'm gonna feel like apple picking.
I know. That's gonna be nice. Yeah, because
Have you guys cooled off at all at any point?
Heck no. This
No.
week is like heat wave. It's been pretty miserable the past couple days.
Yep.
no rain either. We had like 5 minutes of decent rain today, but that's about it.
Yeah, it missed us.
Oh, did
It
it?
felt like someone sneezed in the wind.
Yeah, it was pretty good rain that was coming down, but it was literally like maybe 5 minutes and that was it.
We had a good downpour yesterday for half the day. It rained good.
Yeah, enough to cool the pigs off and then, but it's still humid as heck.
It's been murder out here on this deck with the high humidity. We've probably
Mm.
been around 50% humidity. Like it hasn't been bad, but they're saying the heat indexes the past couple days have been like 108. It's pretty hot.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
Air conditionings must be cranking down there.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
heck yes.
Kind of weird. You go to Lowe's and everybody hurries from the building to their car. A lot of people leave their cars running, so the AC's on. Like, man, it's like being up in Michigan where, in the wintertime, everybody leaves their cars on so they don't freeze.
I say we got remote car starters up here to warm up our cars and keep them warm while we're waiting in the wintertime. You guys got remote car starters to keep them cold in the summertime.
Yeah, there you
Hmm.
go.
Hey, I mean, like it's no joke when you get in
No.
there. Uh, I want to say back in California, it was even hotter, and there was always someone doing a video on Facebook of, "Hey, look, I put a frying pan in the front seat of my car, and I cracked an egg into it, and it's frying in the front seat." It's been about that hot the past, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 days.
Especially if you have like leather or vinyl seats. That's not any
Uh,
fun to get into your car.
nope,
Yeah.
burn your leg hairs off sitting down.
Yep.
So who wants to go first on their week?
What you getting to this week, Jason?
You want me to go first? I'll go first.
Yeah.
Some exciting stuff, kind of.
You got some cows?
Not that exciting.
Oh.
But I did get new internet. I broke down.
Uh-oh.
I got because we just got fiber in our area. And so I actually looked into it and I was like, man, this is like half the price of what Starlink was. So I got it, I hooked it up and it's amazing. It's it's so last podcast I uploaded it. So what this podcast is an hour. It took 3 minutes to upload that podcast.
Wow.
On one of my our videos, it was like a minute. Like typically it would take this podcast would be maybe 2 hours.
I said we have Starlink and we're to upload a video. We're like 25 minutes to upload a
Okay.
half-hour video. So yeah,
Yeah.
3 minutes. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was wild. I was like, but even the guys who installed the internet, they're like, yeah, I wouldn't get rid of Starlink, because if the power goes out, then you don't have internet, so you can use Starlink as a backup. But so far so good. I mean, it's pretty quick.
That's crazy.
But yeah, half the price, that's what got me. I was like, because before I was like, nah, I like Starlink, it works, no problems with it. But then half the price, I was like, all right, let's do that. But all right, so what else? Beginning of the week, turkeys on grass. We put our turkeys, half our older turkeys on grass. They're like 5 weeks old now, I think. We had 16 left out of the 35 that we originally got. So these guys look pretty good. It was time to get out of there, and I put them in the big metal movable coop. So not really moving them around right now. They're still little. I don't know. Turkeys are chill. You know, they're they're not as high strung as the chickens, and they're not like monsters so much. But I still have 10 turkeys in the brooder right now. So they're still probably like maybe another week behind them, and then I'll put them together. So yeah, so far they're doing good. So we're selling chicken this year. People bought 50 chickens to donate to a local food bank. And so I took all 50 this week. I emailed them before I went to make sure I can take that. And they were like, yeah, come on
That's a lot
down.
of that's a lot of room in a freezer to deal with.
Yeah, in this place, they got walk-in, like I think they have 3 walk-in freezers,
Wow.
like brand new freezers, plus coolers, walk-in coolers too. I mean, they have a whole setup. And they told me to bring it in like the next day, and I was like, all right, I'll come in. So yeah, they made room and we put them in there, which is cool. It was, pretty easy. And they got all kinds of stuff there. I mean, not just food. They got, toothpaste and toiletries and stuff like that. I mean, people just show up on one day out of the week and like a line of cars. They don't have to get out of their car, and volunteers there, they're just handing them food. So I'm
That's
not sure
cool.
when they were going to deliver or distribute the chickens. I'm not sure when that's going to happen or if they already did it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We have more chickens. We had 2 more people buy those after that. It's working. I think I was almost finished with our basement pantry, our food pantry last podcast. So I finished that this week. I just built a plywood top to put on a table that we already had to just use more vertical space. And then I built like another shelf also to use more vertical space. So we just have way better storage space, and hopefully we could get stuff off the ground, which it's working. We're starting to put stuff on there and try to be a little bit more organized. And then after I started doing that, man, like I don't know if it's the heat or if it's just the time of the year or what it is, but gotten the throwing stuff away mood, of getting rid of stuff mood, of like purging stuff. I don't know. I get like that probably like, I don't know, 3 times a year.
Once a quarter almost.
Yeah, I'm surprised this is kind of early for me. Like, when it's hot out, like I'm really not thinking about that stuff. I'm usually like usually when the like transition to like the weather, like from now to fall, I start thinking about it, or winter or spring. But we still have a bunch of stuff in my basement that I've been trying to get out into the barn, like some tool stuff. So I started doing that. And then while I was doing that, I was just like, you know what? I haven't used this stuff in the entire time we've been in North Carolina. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. So I either donated it or threw it away if it was just like trash. And man, I don't know. I'm just in the mood. Some things I'm like, I don't know if I want to throw this away, but you just kind of like close your eyes and just like toss it. Like, well, so far, I don't even remember what I
It can
threw
be
away.
it can be a painful activity, but it's so freeing when you're done.
Yes, it's hard to start it, like figure out like what you want to get rid of. But then after you do it and you're doing it, you got to get in that rhythm, I think, or that
Yep.
mindset of like keep it going. You got to keep it going like you're in panic mode almost. And then you're closing your eyes and you're throwing stuff away that you thought you'd never throw away. And then like today, if you were to ask me what I threw away yesterday, I don't even remember.
You got more,
Until I need it. Anyway,
right. You got more room in the basement now?
we got way more room in the basement.
Awesome.
Um I saw Ben at my storage unit today.
You gave him a key to your storage unit?
I, yeah, I gave yeah, he has my key to the storage unit, so I actually share a storage unit
There you go.
called Lowe's. So I brought another shelf. I mean, yeah, it looks good now, and I'm still, organizing the barn and all that stuff. So, I don't know. I just got in that mood. Oh yeah. I jammed my finger. I like, as I was organizing, for some reason I have a meat cleaver, right? One of those chopping meat cleavers. I put it in a bin, a plastic bin, but I put it blade side up.
Hmm.
And when I did it, I don't know if you guys experience this, but like, or I don't know if it's like I'm getting older or I'm just getting more aware of things. But like sometimes certain things when I'll do something, in back of my mind, there's some little voice in the back of my head that says like, you probably should do it the right way, or you should probably like fix that. Well, why do you just throw it like that? Like you should actually put it up, And then I don't know, a week or two later, it ends up biting me in the butt because like I get hurt or I lose it or something, and I'm like, see, I should have listened to that little voice in my head. So that's what happened with that meat cleaver. I put it in this bin, and the little voice in my head said, you know what? At least point the blade down in case you need to reach in there. And I didn't. And so it was dark. And for some reason I went back in that bin and I totally forgot it was in there. And like my pinky jammed right on that blade. And I almost like cut my tip of my pinky off. Like it felt like a really mean paper cut.
I bet.
Like part of my nail is cut off. Uh yeah, it wasn't a good feeling.
Nice.
It was a good feeling.
That's a
So
hard learned lesson.
so I turned that blade over at least. And it really shouldn't even be in a bin. I don't even know what to do with it. So that was fun. What else? So yeah, just getting rid of stuff. My mom's visiting this week, which is cool. She didn't come. She usually tries to come at least once a year. She didn't come last year because she was gonna come right around Hurricane Helene, and then she was like, "Well, hurricane just hit," so she's like, "I'm just gonna cancel." I was like, "Yeah, probably best to do that." So she's been trying to come since then. So she didn't get to come last year, so she came this week, which is cool. Just hanging out. She came on the hottest part of the week, but I don't know. We're having fun. She's having fun, and we're just hanging out. We went to the lake this morning, did a little bit of fishing because I was like, we should probably do something since she's here instead of watching me wander around in the back feeding animals with a camera in my hand. I'm just wandering out here trying to film something. So yeah, we went to the lake and that was fun too because it was it's Monday morning, 10 a.m. We get there and nobody's there.
Nice.
Like, it was weird feeling because there was no cars or nothing. I didn't even see a boat on the lake, and it was just odd. I mean, by the time we left, I started to see more people come, some come, but it's actually kind of nice. But it got really hot, so we're just like, all right, that was fun, and then came home and did some organizing. But I think that's about it. Yeah, yeah, still organizing. So I might be down a video this week, so we'll see. Either that or be an organizing video.
Video on how to properly store your meat cleavers.
There we go. What not to do. Yeah.
Dude.
So what'd you get into, Ben? You
I feel
finished that
like
deck?
everything's all I feel like everything's just rolling together. Uh I finished my railing, got all my railing, my gates in. It's very like out of order because usually you build your structure first and then you put the railings on. But I think I've said it in videos a million times now. Uh, we live here and I have small children that's kind of a drop. So yeah, got all my railings in, got all the gates in. It looks cool. I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. Um, I'm starting to put my posts in for my roof. I'm actually trying to get as much done this week as of, recording this podcast right now. It's Monday. I'm trying to rush and get as much done as I can because I've got a friend coming from Missouri. His name's Gary. He's coming to help. He's going to pull his trailer out here and stay for a week. And as he put it, he's like, I'm going to try to have you guys dry it in by the time I leave. So
Nice.
I'm trying to get
Nice.
everything done so we can be up doing that roof. Now I will say, looking at the forecast, it's like, hey, there's like 70 degrees in the forecast for next week. That looks great. And then you look at the rest of it and it's like, oh, rain every day. That's
Mm,
great too. So I don't know how I feel about it. We desperately need the rain. I'm starting to notice everybody's yards around here are looking like a bunch of dead grass.
yeah.
It's looking pretty dry
Crispy.
around here too. Yeah, just crispy. Um, so we need the rain, but at the same time, it's like we're gonna be putting a roof on.
Yeah.
So I invested in a very, very large tarp. I have a tarp that will almost cover our entire house right now.
Wow.
Uh, it's like 100 by 60 or something like that. Like it's a big old tarp.
Is it a thick
Our
tarp or
house
just
is
kind of like average?
it's Harbor Freight's black and
Oh,
gray
okay.
tarps. It's their
Okay.
their heavy duty tarps. So
Wow.
we'll see. We'll see if I need it. I'll have it unfurled and ready. And if we see a thunderstorm rolling up, once we have the roof torn off, uh, we will be slapping that tarp up there.
Right.
I also got all of my materials. I think I talked about this. I got all my materials delivered for the rest of the build. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be something I got to go pick up, but luckily I'm not too far from those. I also staged as much as I could right around the house. Um, that way we don't have to, grab the tractor and drive down the driveway and pick up boards that we need. So I've got everything. It's kind of cool staging stuff because it's like, okay, first we're going to frame walls. I got to frame a couple beams for the deck portion, um, odds and ends and stuff like that. Uh, and then from there it's up. So then I have all of my rafters piled up. So it's gonna be fun. I think we're gonna do pretty good. Got my work crew here, so we'll probably delegate jobs. I don't know if I necessarily want to be up on top, but hey, it's not that tall until you get to the edge. Like standing at our peak, I'm gonna be standing on our current house, like the wall. So it's not like it's that high off the ground, but the section that, is over dirt, that's pretty high. That's like
Yeah.
15 feet off the ground, something like that. I don't know what happened. Like I used to climb to the tippy top of trees and I'd like bunch up branches so I would have the support so I could see up above the canopy. Like I was one of those kids. And now like I look out the second story of the barn, it's like, ooh, that's pretty far. That would hurt if I fell down. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad. I feel like an old man. It's like, man, what happened? Like I used to be a daredevil. I wasn't afraid of heights, nothing. I loved adrenaline. I'd jump my bike off of stuff that I look at now and it's like, yeah, no way,
Have you ever
no how.
broken an arm or anything?
I think I broke my tailbone. Never went to the doctor or anything,
Oh,
but it still gives me problems to this day. And I was like 12,
oh
fell out of
wow.
a tree in a sitting position, landed
Mm.
flat on the ground. It was like, I don't know, 12, 14 feet. I fell out of a tree. Uh, Other than that, I've never broke a leg, an arm. I'm pretty sure I've mangled a baby toe or two, finding finding the corner of the bed in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
my baby toes were mangled looking before, so I don't know.
How about you, Al? You break anything?
I broke an arm. I was probably like, I don't know, 6 or 7, right in the
Oh,
middle of summer, so that wasn't any fun. But
Mm,
other than that, no. You,
I haven't
Jason?
broken. I have never broken anything. Knock on wood.
knock on wood.
Yep.
Stabbed myself, but like,
I shot myself with a nail.
yeah,
It happens.
that's about it.
Never went to the doctor or anything, but I'm like 90% sure I have broken both of my big toes kicking wrong doing karate.
Mm.
Um, I know last year about this time because it was hurting. I couldn't hardly wear my boots because my left foot, it's like the big toe bone, like this portion, I guess. Like not the toe itself, but like the top of your foot, that bone. I think I broke it. And then when the hurricane came, it was everything I could do to push the clutch on my tractor while we were doing all that cleanup. And that's a lot of, forward, grab, pull back, move something. So it's a lot of in and out with the clutch pedal on my tractor. And that's like the main thing I remember, like the destruction and how bad my stupid foot hurt. But it's been kind of nice. I haven't hurt my feet this year since we quit doing karate, and it's been really nice being able to walk around and not limp and
Not
be
be
in pain.
sore. I want to see
Yeah.
you put that tarp up. I mean, I don't, but like, or actually, I want to see you put it away. Nice
No,
and
like
neat.
how do you? It's in a bag that's. I mean, it's probably the size of like a trash bag, like a big black trash bag, one of
Oh,
those
okay.
ones.
Yeah.
Um, and I just looking at it, it's like I will never have it fit such a small space ever again.
No.
No.
Right.
So once
Nice.
that sucker's unfurled, like I don't know, maybe I could like cut it in half and hem the edge and then just have two 50-foot tarps.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's a big stinking tarp.
Or you just
So
throw
we'll
it
see.
away.
Or just throw it away.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you guys had the same experience? I remember when I was a kid, my dad had his truck tarp. Like it was a tarp that lived in the back, like behind the seat in his truck. And every time we went to the dump, that same tarp came out. He changed trucks, the tarp stayed the same. He kept that tarp. Like I think I was probably like 10 or 12 before that tarp finally started getting a little bit frayed around the edges, but like all the grommets were still there, like it still held up. I can't get a tarp to last 3 months.
I
If
say you're
it's out in the
lucky
sun,
you get a year out of them.
Yeah.
like I can't even. They're Harbor Freight's best tarps they sell, the black ones. They're what are they, 9 mil, 12 mil, whatever they are. They say they're UV rated for a year. I get 3 months out of them before they start leaking, and
Yep.
like you can see daylight through them.
Yep.
So I don't know. I've tried tarps from everywhere, and all of them are about the same.
Mm.
I don't know if you guys have had good luck with a tarp.
If we need a good one to last about a year, we'll get the old billboard vinyls.
Yep,
But those
I
only
have.
last about a year and then they're junk.
I
I've
guess.
I've actually got a long time out of mine.
Have you?
Mike Dixon gave us one when we first got here. It's a big billboard tarp, and I used it on all of our garden beds for killing the grass. That's the Fit Farmer for anybody who doesn't know. Like I still have that thing, and it's got a frayed edge where it got hit with the lawnmower, but I figured for sure it would have rotted by now, like any other tarp. You know how once a tarp rots, it's just microplastic everywhere.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
This thing hasn't done that yet, so. I don't know. Maybe that's where it's at. Like the only good tarps, you got to go get a billboard.
Yep.
I've been buying my chicken tractor tarps, my white tarps. I forget what mill they are, but they're the more heavy duty ones. I buy them on Amazon, and those ones I would say at least 2 or 3 years, I'll get them on it. They'll be on a chicken tractor the whole time.
I've got
They'll
some. I
be
take
fine.
it back. I forgot about those white tarps. I've got those from Amazon too,
Hmm.
and they're out in the sun year round on the chicken tractors, and they're still holding up. One of them looks a little rough, but
Yeah.
it was able to flap in the wind. One of the ties came undone, and it just sat for months and months over the winter, just flapping in the wind.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are holding up. But none of the ones that I need, like I got wood that I got to keep covered up, and it's like, well, do I buy two tarps now and put one on, and then in a month and a half just swap it out? It's kind of frustrating.
I wonder if like a canvas tarp would be better. Like how long does that gonna last?
I don't know. I've been
Uh,
curious. I really like the allure of a canvas tarp, but
they look
it's like
cool, I think, but
they look really cool.
and
I don't
they're
know.
heavier, but I don't know. Yeah. I never tried it.
I've thought about seeing. I have a friend who sells like trucking equipment, the trucking industry. It's like I should reach out to him and be like, bro, I need a really good tarp, like a semi tarp, something that's going to be out in the weather, flapping around year round. I guarantee you, it'd probably pay a pretty penny for one, but I guarantee you, you get into that industry and any industry, honestly, you get into the serious places, not the homeowner type grade stuff.
Hmm.
Get into industry stuff, and you can find some really good stuff.
Yeah.
You just pay through the nose for it. So that's about it for me. I'm just plugging along. We have a illness running through the house right now, and I've currently got it, so I just feel crummy. I had a ton of energy yesterday. Like ran around, had a water fight with the kids and Meg. Like it was just it was weird. It was like really out of character. It's like, man, like I feel really good. Like, yeah, let's chase each other around with the hose. I don't know, just kind of stuff I haven't done in a decade. And I woke up, it was probably 3 in the morning this morning. It was like, oh, my throat hurts. I've got chills. I don't feel very good. And so got up, did my thing. Like I had to go to Lowe's this morning because have you ever done this? I went to Lowe's, when was that? Yesterday? Day before? Uh, got all of my hardware I needed for all of my posts for the roof, and I had grabbed a whole box of the nuts that I needed for these bolts. Was grabbing everything, and it was like, I need something to hold all this. I'll set this down. I set the box of nuts on the shelf, set everything down on the ground, walked over, grabbed a blue bucket, threw everything in there, forgot the box of nuts. I was in there last night because, I kind of go nocturnal. I wait till it cools down and then work until it's too dark and too mosquito-y. I'm digging through everything. It's like, where the heck are those nuts that I got? Well, I go dig up my receipt, and there's no nuts on that receipt. I was like, have nabbit. I forgot them. I know exactly where I set them. So, first thing this morning, before I'd even had breakfast, I went to Lowe's, walked in there. They're not where I left them, which, it's a day later. But there wasn't a single stinking nut that I needed anywhere. Like
Oh,
I need hot dip galvanized. There's no more of those. I even walked over. They have the painted ones. They have like a zinc plated. Nothing. So
dang.
yeah, I'm kind of out of luck.
Bummer.
They're probably with the guy who picked up all them goat
All
panels.
the goat panels. That's what I was
They,
thinking.
they got your number. They're like,
Uh,
Me and the boys were talking today about the goat panel shortage, the conspiracy. And they're like, "Hey, wasn't there a whole ton of railing over at Chimney Rock that was goat panel just like we were doing?" I was like thinking about it. Yeah, there was some railing up around Chimney Rock. I wonder if it got wiped out and they're currently rebuilding.
mm,
yeah, they
could
could
I
be.
don't
be.
know. So,
Yeah.
yep. That's about it for me. Al, what'd you get into this week?
Well, we finally got done cleaning up all the poop in the walls upstairs, at least. So
That's good.
that felt good. Yeah. I don't know what we'll find downstairs, but the upstairs is cleaned out for now.
That's good.
Uh,
That's good,
Finally
man.
done with that crappy job.
we are it's in the books for now.
Are you pooped out?
I was pretty pooped out over it. Yep. We ended up having the vet come out. We had Harriet get disbudded because she was having she was gonna have horns. So we're like, yeah, we don't want a milk cow with horns. So we had the vet come out, do that. I was actually, so we've disbudded our own goats before. And that's kind of one of those things like you got to do it and you got to be quick. You can't really put a goat under or give them like anesthesia or any like thing like that because it doesn't wear off well for them. So like, and then the goats have like a really thin skull. So when you do it, you got to be like fast and quick. Um, with Harriet, they gave her some like numbing shots and then, they were actually able to like work at the burner for a little while. And what they do is they singe around or they burn around like where the butt is and it kills the skin and sears it and then it falls off over time and it won't grow a horn. So
Hmm.
pretty interesting to watch. Doesn't smell the best, but
I was gonna say it. I imagine that doesn't smell too good.
How big were they?
they so you can just feel like the nub, like the button where it would start growing. They weren't there
Oh.
yet. So you want to get it before that.
Oh,
So
really? Okay.
it cauterizes the skin. Like it actually grows out of the skin. It doesn't grow out of. So if they
Hmm.
cauterize around that area and then it like scabs over and then it'll fall off.
Hmm.
She, she was in there for probably like 20 minutes, um, getting numbed up, and then they did it. They're like, it's gonna take like 2 hours for it to wear off. So she just kind of like took a nap. 2 hours later, she got up. It never bothered her. Like she was more mad because she wasn't with her mom nursing for those 2 hours. But
You watched
um,
him. You watched him do it.
yeah, we watched him do it.
Mm. Do you think you could do it?
We could do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just a goat is more. You can manhandle a goat a lot easier than you can a calf.
Yeah.
How big's
Yeah.
that calf?
She's as tall as a table. And even so she's like a month and a half old, and the vets were like, she's only a month and a half old. Like she's big for a month and a half, but I mean she nurses. But I guess on the other same side, we were kind of like, we thought she'd be smaller because she's a Highland, Highland cross, and Highlands are on a smaller size. She was a tiny calf. Like when Azalea had her, she's just kind of like once she had her all just like plopped out and she wasn't big at all, but she's been growing like a weed. So, but she's nursing. We should say, we just started separating her at night. What's tonight? Monday? So when did we start doing that? Friday? So it's been like 3 or 4 days since we started separating her at night from the mom, from Azalea. But we were still getting 2 gallons. No, we were getting, yeah, 2 gallons a day, once a milking. And that was leaving Harriet on all day long and
Pretty
all night.
good.
So now we're getting like 2.5 gallons by taking her off. I mean, Azalea still has milk in her when we stop milking, but that's as much as our milking machine will hold. We don't need more than 2.5 gallons a day. So, and then Harriet goes out and she nurses her and gets the rest of the milk. So that works.
Talking about all that milk, I I want to get another cow, and not for the reasons you'd think. Uh, I was walking around looking at all the stuff that I have to weed eat, and I was like, man, if I just had a cow, like you just put the cow where you don't want weeds, and she gets them all.
Mm-hmm.
Ice cream is a plus, though. I do miss the
It
ice cream.
is. Yeah. Getting up having to milk every day is the downfall, but having the fresh milk, the cream, it's really nice. Have you guys found any? Have you like really been looking for a cow or
We've kind of stopped everything homestead related, it feels like.
with the
Um,
build?
just like that is all I am concerned with is getting this build done. Uh, I've got tomatoes that are rotting on the vine. Like that's how bad it is.
Yeah,
And I don't know. There's
I
next
get it.
year.
Yeah.
As soon as we're done with this and I kind of have my brain back, it's just a focus thing. Like
Mhm.
when I can focus on the homestead again, then I'll be back. Uh, Kind of thinking about it, it's like, well, about the time we're done with this, then I'll have fall to kind of unwind, and then it's pig killing season, and I'm just hoping because we're planning on putting all of our pigs in the freezer. I'm hoping I can actually have like a winter, like some downtime. That'd be really cool just to regroup. So
Yep.
maybe next year we'll get a dairy cow, or it could be like last time. Hey, look, here's an awesome one, awesome price. Let's go get it. It could just be one of those situations too. So
Yeah, that'd be cool. We butchered our meat birds for the year. That was kind of nice. We ordered 75. We ended up with 40 when it came to butchering,
Hmm.
wow.
but they all died within 1 or 2 days when we got them. It was like the same thing. We got our egg layers. We lost all of our egg layers when we first got that batch. Just, I don't know. The meat birds were, we saw them, they got shipped. They got shipped to New Hampshire. They sat in southern New Hampshire for a whole 24 hours before they got up to us. And we should have had them that day. So I think it was just
Just that
transportation
too
part of
long.
it. They
Yeah.
were too long in the mail, and then we got them, and yeah, we lost within 2 days. We lost, like I said, 30, 35 of them. We normally do two batches of 75. This year we had two batches ordered, but we're like, "Oh, we got the new farm we're buying, like we're gonna have a lot on our plate. Like, let's just do one batch." So it stings a little bit because we only got 40, but at the same time, it's like, well, I'm kind of glad we don't have more chickens to butcher this year. It's kind of like the same thing. We didn't have any piglets, and it's kind of like, oh. And then I'm like, oh, we really don't have the time to be having piglets and all this other stuff. So it's kind of a blessing is the way we're looking at it this year. So
Yeah.
I
only
know
got
a
some,
guy who has a surplus of chicken.
right?
Yeah.
He doesn't
Mm.
ship though.
Unfortunately,
You have
not
to pick
right.
it up, man. You have to pick
You
it
gotta
up.
come down
You
there,
have to come down here and pick it up.
right? Oh, and then we used I didn't use it, but we got that new cone for parting out the chickens.
How'd you like it?
Gina and so our friend comes over and helps us. Gina and him loved it. They were going to town doing it and they were racing each other. At first, he didn't want to use it. He's like, oh, I can do it faster. He loves cooking, so he's like always in the kitchen and stuff. He's like, I can do it faster, piecing it out. I normally do that anyways. And then he used it and he was like, he wouldn't say anything at first, but then afterwards, he's like, because it can spin on the cone. So like you can get one wing off, cut it, spin it, and then you have like the other one like right there. And it's
Yeah.
pretty cool. They enjoyed it. So definitely worth it. We
Mhm.
bought ours from MER, something like that. They're out of Australia. We could buy two of them for the price of one of them through a regular US website. They're all stainless steel except for the cone. The cone is like what's the polymer plastic that they use in butchering?
Yeah.
It's like, it's that and like it's super high quality. I mean, it's probably 3/4 inch rod that's all stainless steel. And then the bracket that mounts on the table is all stainless.
All those big chicken butcher guys, they love those things. The ones that the people I've talked to at the pastured poultry event, they all use that cone.
Yep. So
They all love it.
normally we probably piece up like 10 or 20 of them. We pieced up all of them. Gina's like, let's just piece them all up. I'm like, okay. So we pieced them all up and so that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Takes up less freezer space too.
That's
Oh
the
yeah.
truth.
Yeah, that went well.
That's
I didn't get
good.
to try it. I was a little jealous, but they were having a rhythm, so I didn't want to interrupt them. And then while they were doing that, I was feeding them the birds out of the cooler. And then like I was picking up and I was cleaning up all the other
Hmm.
picking up tools, cleaning everything up. So I'm like, nope, we got a good rhythm. Like we want to try to get this all done. Like
Are you the killer?
I am the killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the killer. They're the eviscerators. And then we set them in the cooler. Well, until we're done, then we eat lunch, and then after lunch we piece them out. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Usually how we do it.
yeah. It's a long day, but it feels good afterwards.
Huge sense of accomplishment after you get that done.
Yes.
Oh man, that's peak dopamine right there. You get done doing all that, and it's just like, hey, we're done. We
It
got all this
really
meat in the
is.
freezer. You feel real good.
It feels like you won the lotto.
Yeah, yeah. You're on a chicken high after that.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
all right.
One less chore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And I mean, it's not bad, but they get kind of aggressive towards the end because they just want feed. So you open up your chicken tractor door and it's just like you got 50 chickens right at you trying to get feed, pecking your toes. And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
it's that
Don't
now.
slip.
They're
Right.
like
Yeah.
feathered piranhas.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's just poo everywhere.
Yeah.
So speaking of meat and stuff, we got Cookie went to the butcher. We really haven't talked about it. I just kind of we've had so much going on. But Cookie went to the butcher. We got him back. We got a bunch of short ribs. Our friend that helped us butcher the chickens, he loves cooking and stuff. So he took some of the packages of short ribs and he's got it's a smoker, but it's like an automated one that you can put like your charcoal briskets in, like briquettes in and stuff like that. So he took them back. He did like the Texas style. He just did salt, I think garlic powder and onion powder, and you got like a nice rub on them. Those things came out delicious and I post a photo on Instagram if you guys want to go check it out. But they were like a layered cake. Like they were, I bet you they were like 4 inches thick, and then they were just like layered with like meat, fat, meat. It looked like a three-layer chocolate cake, but it was meat and fat. And
Man.
they were like blown away. They're like, you can't buy this anywhere. Like, what the? I'm like, well,
No.
it's milk-fed and grass-fed meat. Like he was saying something he's like, I don't even know if like Wagyu would like I don't even know if you could do any better with Wagyu.
That's
That's
like
great.
high praise coming from
Yeah.
somebody who, they don't know. I think what's crazy is to eat the way we all eat. I mean, you're talking five-star chefs would dream of these products.
Yep. He
Like
was if he would
it's
sell
like
me
you
this stuff, I'd start a restaurant. Because you
if it was a guarantee you could always have meat like that, I mean, phew,
yeah.
man, that restaurant would be popular.
The other cool thing, like if I ate something like that out, like I would be heavy in your stomach. By the time I got home, I'd be using the restroom, I'm sure. Like, but this stuff, it was light. Like, I mean, we were eating the fat. I mean, there was just like you squished it, and it
That's
was like a
like
soft,
butter.
fat butter coming out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
your stomach was not heavy. None of us like we ate all of our food. We all just felt like nice and like full, but not like stuffed. And
Yeah.
nobody ever got any belly aches or anything. It's like usually if you ate something like that, I'd be like, oh my gosh, get me home.
Yeah.
So it's definitely interesting to see the difference of the fats.
Yeah, I think the fat, well, the steers that we had butchered, it was the same way. Like that fat was just like melt in your mouth.
Yellow, butterish.
Hmm.
It's crazy.
And it wasn't like
Now,
greasy.
I
Like,
was gonna ask, is the meat sweet?
yeah, it's got a sweeter taste to it.
Sweet eats.
Yep. It's got a good flavor. You're not going to find it in like a regular, like if you went to the store, you're not going to find anything that tastes like that. But I
Mm-mm.
was just, it was fun doing, let him cook them. He loves cooking, but it was just fun to see their reaction because they're like, oh my gosh, like this is amazing. And the crazy thing is they were vacuum sealed and like the package was probably like an inch thick. Well, like I said, they're like 3 or 4 inches tall when he cooked them up. It's like
Oh,
the vacuum sealer was that good or why they puffed up, but it was pretty crazy and they were tasty.
It's
yeah.
because all that meat pulls off the bone and they
Yep.
shrink and all the fibers collapse. Yeah. Short ribs are one of my favorite too.
Yep.
We
They never used to be, but
there's
they are
this
now.
cow, yeah. They didn't used to be. There's this cow that we bought from some friends, and when we got all the stuff back, we got short ribs, and so we did a batch of short ribs from that cow, and there was one pack of biscuits ribs still left, and so Meg cooked it all together, and side by side comparison, the Jersey meat tastes so much sweeter, and the fat is so much more buttery than
Yep.
just a Angus. It's it was you could tell like side by side you couldn't really tell looking at them, but tasting them it was like, oh yeah, this is Jersey
Hmm.
right here.
Yep. We're
Yeah, I
gonna
wonder if
do
that was that happened to ours, like, because one of those was Jersey Angus mix.
okay.
Maybe that's the same thing. Yeah.
I've had Holst I think it was Holstein before meat. This was years ago, and that was some of the best meat I've ever had before. So dairy breeds definitely make some good meat. You just don't get a ton of it. But we're gonna be making our friends are like, what can I cook up next? We're like, oh, we got some tongue. So we'll do lingua tacos. Um, and the cool thing
Yeah.
is we bought a grass-fed belted Galloway this winter, and we got a tongue from that cow too. So it'll be interesting to see. They're both grass-fed. We'll cook them both up at the same time, and we'll have a side-by-side comparison to see if the Jersey makes is a difference or not.
Dang.
But
Is that something you guys regularly eat? Is tongue?
I've never had it. So Olivia went on a missions trip a few years ago, and they went to New Mexico, and she had lingua tongue there, and she had tripe and loved it all. So ever since then, if she's like, once we get a cow, we I want the tongue. So
That's how it starts.
It's good.
right.
It's an interesting texture for sure. Think of just like I don't know, there's zero marbling of fat. Imagine meat that has zero marbling whatsoever. It's
Do you
just got
normally
a
take
really even texture.
okay? And then I guess you can either leave the taste buds on or you can peel them off, and that's supposed to make a difference.
Oh no, we blanched that sucker. We blanch it and then you just peel, or you can cook it and then you just peel the
You peel
tongue
it up.
skin off before
Some
you
people, I guess,
slice it
eat
up.
it and it's like chewy, that part.
Mm.
Pickled tongue, like I've had pickled tongue where the taste buds are on it. Like you pickle the whole tongue and then you run it over the meat slicer, so you've got like a perfect, just
Yeah, like chip
deli
almost.
slice, but it's got little taste buds all around the periphery of it. Uh, that's a little weird, but
Yeah,
it's good and it's tasty.
yeah.
It's the only food that tastes you back.
Right. Yeah. Have you ever had ling tongue before, Jason?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, because it's a Mexican dish, right? Like so in
Yep.
California, probably popular,
Yeah, I would
like
say so. Like
tacos and stuff,
I remember
maybe.
like my grandpa used to get it from, the Mexican meat market.
Yeah,
Uh, but it's not something like I would typically go order at a restaurant. Like I wouldn't go do that. But when you raise it yourself, you want to try it all. So no,
I
that's
don't.
really the only time
Figure
we
out
eat
how
it.
to eat this puppy.
Yeah.
Right. When I do it, I'm gonna bring my Soda Land hot sauce over, and we'll have some Soda Land hot sauce
Oh
on our
yeah.
tongue tacos.
That sounds awesome.
Mm,
That sounds great.
so
Man,
then we,
I'm hungry.
I'm gonna have some fresh ice cream from our own milk after we get off the podcast.
Dang, spoiled over there.
Mm, I am rubbing in.
We are.
That's all right. We got some peach cobbler or something over here, so
Hey,
I
that
got
sounds.
dessert
Is
too.
it peach season already down there?
Peach season's almost done, actually.
Yeah.
It's from
Really?
Memorial Day to Labor Day.
Wow.
So we're coming to the end.
I guess so.
I know our peaches have been done for about a month now.
Okay.
We actually got a boatload of peaches off our trees,
Was this your first
and we
year?
ate them all. We did. Yeah, this is our first year. Actually, like this is for stone fruit. I'll just say this. For stone fruit, this is the best year we've ever seen. Until we got fungus because like June rained and rained and rained and wouldn't stop, and the fungus just annihilated all of our nectarines. But our nectarine trees were like completely loaded with fruit. Like I don't know what we would have done if they had actually got to keep all their fruit before the fungus took them out. We would have been feeding the pigs a lot of nectarines because we wouldn't have been able to keep up with them before they rotted. We got a fruit stand not too far from here that we get our peaches from,
That's
and
cool.
they're really good peaches. We buy
Okay.
what is that, a bushel basket? We half bushel basket every week, and we eat through them every week.
Wow. I'm looking for apple season so we can have apple cider donuts. That's like my childhood
Mm.
memory.
Mm.
And I like eat a whole bag of them. So
Oh yeah.
that's what I'll be looking forward to fall. Peach cobbler, that's not like a northern thing, I guess. But I'm sure it's delicious.
Oh yeah.
But we don't have peaches.
It's pretty good.
Makes sense.
You need to get some Siberian peaches. You can have some up there.
Siberian
They're
peaches.
hardy to zone one.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, you can grow them in Alaska.
Now, the Stock Brothers probably have those. Do you know?
The only person I've seen that's selling them is Edible Acres. He's got them, but good luck getting plants from him.
It's always sold
He
out.
sells out so quick. Yeah,
Yeah.
he sells out in hours. Like he'll
Oh, wow.
the if I'm not up at like 7 a.m. refreshing this page, you don't get to buy anything because it goes so quick.
Wow. What's it like a once a year thing, probably?
October 1st and March 1st are the sale days.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Good for him.
Yeah.
Are they rootstock trees he sells?
I believe the Siberian peach are. They're a true to seed. So you just save the
Okay.
seeds and plant them and grow them out. Um, man, he's got all kinds of stuff that's cold hardy because he's in, where's he at? Like Syracuse or something like that. He's in New York.
Okay. So yeah, he's
Uh,
probably almost the same zone as maybe not the same, but he can't be far off from us. They get pretty cold and snowy up there.
what zone are you? I think he's his own 3 or 4.
We're 4B now or A because they changed it, but I think we were 4B. We might be 4A now. But because I think
Okay,
Syracuse,
so he's similar climate to you guys.
yeah, I'll have to check them out. Be nice to get some peach trees for
I'd have to
sure.
look.
Yeah.
Be cool to try them.
Yeah, definitely. So now we're trying to get the house ready for insulation, which is gonna be nice to get that all cleaned back up and sealed back off. So we need to figure out how to put some new collar ties in, and I don't have all my tools over at the farmhouse yet. And when we were exploring the barn, I found an old tool chest down in one of the rooms, and it had this huge old, I was probably almost 2 feet long, just like one end of it, angle finder, like the old style angle
Oh,
finder.
nice.
So it was maple handle, brass fittings, and then the metal arm that comes out is steel. So I'm like, oh, I got that. So I ran out to the barn, grabbed it, and it was kind of cool using. I mean, I'm assuming it built the house before or built the barn, so like, it's kind of cool. But
Heck yeah.
Old tools like that are awesome.
there was hand saws in there too, but I'm like, I'm not that manly enough. I'm not going to be cutting my 2x6s with hand saws. Give me my Milwaukee. I
Just
don't
make
know.
content. Like I'm hands-on another piece of lumber.
It's going to take me years to finish this house. If I cut, we'll get it done.
This is the 20th video you see me handsaw.
Never mind fencing videos. You got hand sawing videos coming at you. I just always think like, man, men were so much more manly back then.
Yeah, that's the truth.
They'd work what, 10, 12 hour days and
Yeah.
hammer, nails, handsaw. Someone would probably ride horses to work or walk.
You gonna do
No,
the installation yourself?
I'll probably spray foam it. It's an old post and beam structure that we're
Mm.
finding. So it's like 3, 4 feet on center.
You'll have
Um,
somebody do that?
yeah, we'll hire. I think too, and if we get it spray foam, we'll lock in like all of the poop that's on the walls or just any scents that are on the walls 'cause it's all like wood from the 1800s. So that'll get like locked into the outside.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
that's the one job I don't mind hiring out. I hate insulation.
Yeah, that'd
Um,
be easy
yeah, it's kind
for
of
you.
nice to get it done. It cleans it up. Being so cold here, it's nice to have. I like the spray foam because it seals everything up like completely, and then it also gives it more like a structural strength to it, which is nice. So that's been my week.
Fun.
It was. We're actually looking forward to chicken prop. Well, we always kind of look forward to it, but this year we were like, it's kind of funny. Like we're thinking like as chicken processing days is like a break because we've been dealing with poop and everything else. Is like, oh, this is kind of weird that you actually think that, oh, harvesting day is an easy day,
Yeah. Yeah, right.
That's when you know you've been doing a crappy job is when chicken processing is a
right?
move up.
Yep. That's we were laughing. So like that's kind of bad,
It's a normal day.
right? We were actually like really looking forward to it. Like, oh, we're gonna be outside in fresh air.
Yeah. Yeah, because yeah, winter's gonna be here before we know it. Especially for you, Al.
I know. It's what, end of July? It'll be August 1st, right? When this podcast comes out.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Crazy,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to fall already though.
right? September's
This
starting to
year's
cool off.
flown by.
Yeah.
Yep. Our Septembers the last few years have been really hot. I don't know about you guys, the last 2 years anyways.
I remember.
I don't know. Thinking about it, the hurricane hit towards the end of September last year, and it was pretty warm all through September. But we get 4 seasons here, so it
Right.
kind of just winds down until the middle of October, and then it's cold. Um, but I don't know, like when we were out there cleaning up after the hurricane, it was like 75 degrees.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was
I don't know.
nice.
It just depends. It's better than 97 degrees.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
in September, if it wants to be in the mid 80s, that's acceptable. I'll take it. It's better than, like what we've dealt with the past couple days,
Right.
almost 100 degrees.
Yeah, that's right, because hurricane hit end of September.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Hmm.
coming up. That's coming up. I wonder, yeah. Hopefully we don't see that again, but
Right.
it's gonna be in back of our minds.
When's hurricane season
Yep.
start for you guys?
No, it's already started.
It's already
I
started.
think technically was it May till November or something like that is technically the season. We don't usually see them until, I don't know, August, September,
Yep.
October, November. It just depends. It's like a roll of the dice. You might get one, you might not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully not this year.
We're all better
Hopefully
prepared
not.
though, so
I bet.
Yep.
we should be all better prepared anyways.
Yep.
Oh, cool. I had a family come out and pick up a chicken this week. They're from Massachusetts.
Wow.
They were, you know, they bought a chicken and I was like, Okay, their address is Massachusetts. I'm gonna email them, making sure they know I don't ship. I think they were visiting uh Asheville.
Nice.
So they're like, well, since we're visiting, we're going. So they watched or they listened to the podcast at least. So they did mention that.
Cool.
So that was pretty neat. They all had Boston accents, kind of.
Bostonians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. It was cool.
Cool.
All right. Well, I think we're there, guys. We made it to an hour abouts. We'll wait till next week. But I appreciate everyone listening to the podcast, everyone watching the podcast. Thank you so much. And we'll hope everyone has an awesome week. See you next week.
See you guys next week. Have a good one.
Later, everybody.